In the pavilion, we could see the parents, the teachers, and the children. So, all over, the atmosphere was filled with joy and happiness. And the children, they were having flags. They were just swaying the flags. And at one corner of the pavilion, there was a table, and the things which were kept on that table, they were very much in demand, because what we get from the sports day, the lifetime memories of getting the prizes, the winning cups. So that was an attraction there also. But it was a unique sports day indeed. When we looked at the tracks, we had the children, which were differently abled, visually, cognitively, physically, and in the auditory way. And they were standing on the tracks. The crowd was a cheering crowd, and they were just so happy. So the whole atmosphere was filled with fun and frolic. And then the bang of the pistol. Get, set, go. Everyone on the tracks started moving towards the finishing line. And the children in the pavilion, they never stopped cheering. But all of a sudden, everything was quiet except one cry. Everybody was really surprised. Why a cry? A child who was running was a participant. He fell down and he cried in pain. All the cheering crowd, they were very quiet, and there was a pin drop silence. We could hear the murmur of the leaves of the trees also. Then something very unusual happened all of a sudden. The runners, those who were almost reaching the finishing line, they stopped. They turned back, and when they had seen a child who had fallen, the participants near the finishing line, they started running backwards. I was really surprised and shocked. And I was very happy also to see such a unique race, because when they started running backwards towards the child, I have never seen such a sports day. I have never seen such a race in which the participants, they start running backwards. But that was the fact. And then they reached near the child. They soothed them. All of them soothed him, and they lifted him up, and all of them held their hands together, and then they started walking towards the finishing line. That was the ubuntu. Ubuntu meaning staying together, winning together, and being together in all types of time, whether it is joy and sorrow. So we should always be in the ubuntu. After hearing this story, my grandchild asked me, What have you learned from this story? Then I told that I have learned to share the times, the difficult times together during the pandemic time. All the teachers, the parents, the grandparents, and the children, they came together. The whole educational fraternity all over the world, they came together. The world has become very small, and that's why we could stand in the education world together. And all the children, they appeared for exams and they got their results, and that way we were together. I bought a doll from Russia. I got it from Russia. You can see this doll. You can say that the grandparents, mother, father, and the children, they are together. And it is very interesting to know, and all of you might have seen these types of dolls, that they can be put together. And from this doll, we get the message that the whole family, the whole society can be together at any time, whether it is a pandemic or whether it is a tsunami or whether it is anything in this world. So, at the time of happiness, at the time of sorrow, at the time of difficulty, we should all stand together. This is what I have learnt from this story. Thank you so much.